Such a refreshing.
It is refreshing.
Yeah.
I'd like to invite you all to breathe into this present moment with me. So if you can slowly close your eyes. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. My doctor slowly looked up at me and with deep sadness in her eyes said, "I'm so sorry. I think you might be losing your baby." Time stood still. It was only seconds before that I felt so much joy. I was finally going to become a mother, something that I had always dreamed of. I could see her lips moving as she was frantically trying to book me an ultrasound appointment. But I couldn't digest it all. She asked me if I had anyone to take me. I told her no, my husband is at work on the mines and I won't be able to speak to him until tonight. I'm surprised I even made it to that appointment in one piece. I felt like I was existing outside of myself, desperately trying to wake up from this nightmare. As the ultrasound tech came in and scanned my uterus, the sweet song of salvation arose. "Don't worry, I can see a baby." I could finally return to my blissful dream state of being a mother, maybe with a little bit of tape on it. The next day, I went to the cinemas with my husband, and I can still taste the salty flavor of the popcorn. The lights dimmed, and the film commenced, and I felt this sharp pain in my uterus. Halfway through the film, it became so unbearable that I had to excuse myself to the restroom. And as I opened that restroom door and stepped in, my life as I knew it changed forever. I was having a miscarriage. And I spiraled into this soul-shattering place. For the next few hours, I was giving birth to death. And with my eyes bloodshot red and my face swollen, I looked up at my husband and said, "I can't let go." And with his kind and gentle nature, he pressed his forehead against mine and whispered, "You have to let go." It was March 2020. And Western Australia had just announced that we were going into lockdown. COVID was here. So I couldn't fly home to America to rest into the loving bosom of my mother or lean on my little sister's shoulder to cry on. For the next month, I could barely eat. And every time I tried to utter what I was experiencing, I felt this hand choking me. And then one day, as the sun began to rise and pierce through my curtains, I realized that the pain that I was holding onto wasn't consoling me. It was slowly killing me. And so I mustered just enough strength to crawl into my meditation corner. And with tears rushing down my cheeks, I closed my eyes and released my grip and said, "I surrender." don't know why I lost my baby, but I surrender. And each day I had just enough strength to go back into that meditation corner and let go of trying to control this moment in time. And with each moment, I began to realize that my pain that I perceived as darkness was actually my light. The light that illuminated walls that I had built for years. Walls of shame, walls of self-doubt and scarcity. I continued to just look at them each and every day until they slowly began to crumble. And as the last rock fell onto the ground, all that remained was this unwavering and expansive love rushing through my entire body. I became divine love, the love that I needed to be whole. You know, I believe in divine timing, and I believe that each and every one of you are meant to be here right now because we all share the common thread of experiencing pain that has left a sense of brokenness within us. Pain that has created walls between the self that we have resigned to be in order to survive in this world and the self that we must be in order to experience true fulfillment and wholeness. Pain that has created walls between one another, rooted in separatism and judgment. I don't know the answer. But what I do know for sure is that we can transform pain into love simply by sitting with the silence in between. And in that silence, we can come home to the core of our universal oneness, love. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just sit with the silence. Thank you.